LLC, we produce and distribute software for lawyers. And we don't have a very big crew, a very big team. We have less than 20 employees in our staff, but they work together like the whole family, like United Olympic team. But if you plan to achieve this united and engaged team, you should know some tips and maybe advices, and I like to share my own experience and maybe some methods I have ever read or have ever seen. First of all, I think the engagement is a really actual topic in Russia and in any countries, because maybe you know this proverb that employers pretend they pay and employees pretend they work. But I'm sure that not only money can motivate people, because first of all, you like an entrepreneur, like a manager or like a director, you should set in your company social networking and pleasant atmosphere, because your company for your employees, especially if they work remotely, is not just picture in the Zoom, but it's people, of course, and relationships between people. Especially when you work, like for example, like you, Sergey, with high intellectual tasks, IT sphere, and well-educated people are around you, and there is there is a good word, demokratura. It means the gold middle between tyranny and democracy, between democracy and dictatura. It's playing words in Russian. And you should try being not so soft and not so strong, because you should claim that confidence between your people is very, very important, but responsibility and transparency are not more important than confidence. But you don't need to contrast them, because if you start, you will fail, because some people will use this and tell, oh, we are friends, and don't make me to do something. Let's move to the next part. It's not the all. I think the very main reason that there is no engagement in our teams, that there is no care in our company. So take care of your colleagues, because it's very interesting. But do you know that in some companies, in Western Europe companies, there is special position called care man. What does she do? She asks every day, every person, how are you doing? What is wrong? How can I help you? Because managers are often very busy, but social connection is very, very important, and they need to be asked about their maybe problems. But don't be formal, and don't ask how are you doing just for tip, because you know, you you would better discuss with your guys some topics. What are they very interested, and when they are real experts. For example, You can even, like director, you can advise with your employee about car, about house repairment, and other topics. Of course, in many books, there are contrast between financial stimulation and non-financial stimulation. But I think you can use material, but not financial stimulation. For example, you don't need to waste your money for expensive office, like in Google Incorporate, for example. But it may be some not expensive but cheap things. For example, convenient soft CRM system, which is really for people, but not for just IT specialists, or delivery of food box, or maybe football, table football. And you must be more human, of course, because all we are people, and celebrate. You can celebrate birthdays and other dates in office or out of office, and make informal atmosphere. And beyond, you should know your habits, the habits of your guys, the habits of your employees. For example, if somebody likes to work remotely at home, and you really see that efficiency is no less, and he gives the result, you should give them this possibility. But of course, you don't let them sit on the on your neck, on your shoulders, and don't lose control with them, because work discipline and results, of course, are in the priority. It's very, very important, I think, this idea that you should give and get feedback from your employees regularly. Not one a month, not one a quarter, not one a year, but regular, maybe every day, at least every week, I think. And their review, or your personal review of this feedback can be as positive, but it should be anyway. It can be as positive as negative, but it should be anyway. And you should praise your managers, your employees for great results, maybe, both personally and in the team. And if you don't have any feedback, it's a very, very bad sign for both parties, for you, like employer, and for your employees. And finally, I think HR policy, first of all, HR policy should be in every company, from 3 employees to 3,000 employees. It can be written, it can be discussed just eye to eye, but it should be. And it should ask question how to engage your team. And don't try to find, inspire very super motivate people. It would be at first so expensive. It's really hard. So cultivate people who are around you, inspire them, and with your personal example as well, because do like me. Because if they really see that their chief every day works hard and goes home not early but late, they will copy your behavior, I think. And you should give them the chance to share their experience, because of course you should surround you with well experienced personnel, but let them share their experience to new employees, stagiaires, people without experience at all, and be positive with your colleagues, especially with new ones, because it's adaptation. It's very, very important. And I think the great idea, for example, for me, it works well, to ask feedback besides middle management directly to you, like a top manager, because you should know very interesting that middle management didn't tell you. After that, you should show the real prospects and perspectives in a career ladder, because of course it motivates all, and let the seeds of new ideas of your employees grow up, stimulate them, and let them implement them, because if they just think something and you don't give any possibility to act this way, it's useless, of course. And as a result, you will build some structure when every people can identify their own personal labor with business results for your company. And that is the best way of engagement. And of course, there are some tips and methods like game methods, for example. You may use internal bonuses and virtual currency, some stimulate bells instead of money, or with money, it's on your choice. With salary, because run spirit is very good. Spirit of competition, it's very, very good, because nobody wants to be a loser, of course, and slowly move in tail of this process. And in conclusion, I'd like to underline and express one more the key features which help you to engage your team at work. Care, feedback channel, then confidence, inspiration, your personal example, or lack of formalities. And if you do it, you will waste less time on motivation and working with mistakes for each person, for each employee, and you will economy your own nerves and time. Because as Jordan Belfort said, if you can correctly explain your staff why, they will always find how. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye.
Thank you very much. So it's too early to say goodbye, but Boris, thank you very much. For me personally, it was very interesting, because I am a new in controlling stuff, and all your recommendations and advice. By the way, advice in English doesn't have plural form. Advice in English is yes. Advice in English is always only singular. So I will surely use and apply all the recommendations and advice you have mentioned. Yes? Thank you. Okay, so now guys, you have to ask Boris at least 2 questions, each of you. At least you can ask more questions, but at least 2 questions about the speech and the ideas which Boris has showed us. So who will start?
I can.
Okay, Lumnitsa, please. You're welcome.
Thank you, Boris, for very interesting your presentation. And I want to ask you about feedback, which you say in your presentation. Every day your employees write feedback or only discuss your feedback?
As for me, we have two forms of feedback. First is written, and this is function of HR department. So they meet regularly, if I'm not mistaken, twice a month. They meet with employees, and employees fill the blanket, and they send it to me, like their manager. And of course, the main channel, the main kind of channel is discussing eye to eye and describing and discussing some problems, maybe some difficulties in work, and what should we do both better than which can help him to make his task.
Thank you. And one more questions. I want to ask about the tasks in your team. Do you delegate the task for your team? And how often do you check this task? Or you do some self your task?
Of course, I see. Lumis, of course, I have my own my own tasks at work, which I can delegate because they are not
They're not
they
delegatable.
refer only to me. Undelegatable. It refers nobody besides me, and I think maybe 80% of tasks I delegate, of course, because the main kind of tasks is programming, and of course I'm not a programmer, and I can't program. Of course, I delegate it to programmers and to analytics.
Thank you.
Okay, then I will have my question now to Boris, because this is like consequence from your answer. Are there any situations when you think, okay, I need to delegate or probably even outsource some tasks, some parts of the task, and then you think, but I will do it better than anybody else, so I will do it. But you understand that for time saving, for efficacy, you need to delegate it. Do you ever have some doubts?
Of course, but I have one personal rule. If I think that performance of this task will not less than, for example, 70-74% than mine, I will delegate with open eyes, with shut eyes.
Okay, thank you. Denis?
Thank you for your telling, for your report. How is right, Boris? And my question, is, how do you value
Yes.
Value your employees. Do you use statistics for valuing your employees?
Yes, Denis, of course.
Their work, yes. How do you value their work?
Of course, we use statistics, and we use key performance indicators. For example, in sales department. In my company, we have special formulas in which every salesman personally should write their results of incoming of income bills, what they sell our software and our clients pay us, and these sums of money they put in this Google table, and Google table is automatically make a result. Yes, считывает.
Calculating.
The calculating, automatically calculating of their bonus, and every salesman see not only his personal bonus but personal bonus of their neighbors, and this is one of the way of group stimulation and spirit of competition, because if I'm sorry, Dennis, you asked something?
Can we continue?
Is low.
And for a project department, which contains programmers, analytics, consultants, help desk specialists, there are two key indicators. It's are we in terms of the contract or not, and economy of budget, the first estimated budget, because if we overcome the budget, it's bad very.
Okay. Thank you, Denis. Any other questions?
Second question is not money. Motivation is very important and very good in our job. Yes, actually. And my question is, have you как правильно сказать, решение? Have you cancellation of bonus?
Cancellation, punishment, restrictions of bonuses, yes.
Cancellation, yes, in your staff, in your job, in your work. For some mistakes, for some
bad statistics.
For example, yes. Have you this method?
Of course, I use this method, but very seldom, very rarely, because I think that you like manager, like chief, you should ask at first from you why this person, because of course you hired him, you motivated him, you adopt him, and he got a bad result. What was the problem? Maybe not only with him, but maybe with you, with your tasks, with your maybe that you did not connect these departments, because these departments say that the fault of this department, and the fight of departments. And but of course, sometimes I may deal with not very motivated people and lazy people, and of course the first restriction is money restriction, so the level of his personal income is less, and as the top of restriction is fire.
Yes, I agree with you. This method is not that method doesn't work. Yes, this method. And in my practice, we we also don't have any demolish, как забыл, лишение-то.
Cancellations or punishments?
Punishments, because after that employees works very not very worse, хуже, да?
Worse, much
Works
worse, much worse,
much
yes.
worse, and слово забыл.
I can help you.
Use synonyms.
Yes. Вот.
Okay.
I agree with you about that. It is not work.
Okay, thank you. So, Sergey?
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
May I ask Dennis?
Of
Dennis,
course.
can you please remind me what is your position and what with your company works with?
About diminish.
No. About your work. Do you work in company? Yes. And what do you do at this work?
What is your job, your position in the
What's
company?
the profession? What's the professional position?
We have many positions about this topic. If if I have very strong English, I would tell you about that. Actually, we about
Do you work at logistics company or not?
Not. Our company produces spare parts for different areas. For example, trains, planes, aircrafts, and other spheres of our spheres where they need mechanic industry, mechanic, Elen, да?
Yes, mechanic industry, absolutely.
Mechanic industry, yes. We have a lot of equipments which works every some interesting things and so on. Yes. Also, we produce spare parts for glass bottle factories. It is very interesting sphere, and our point of this topic, which Boris described, yes, it's very clear to us, and I agree with your position about motivation, not money. It's very important motivation.
Not only money. Money, of course, is important.
Yeah, but not only.
But only, yes, money is important, but not such like we do. Not such like in our company. We also provide competition. Right? It is правда как true. Да?
True.
True. It happens after some period. Yes, and some employees, we separated on many groups. Our company consists of about our staff is about 140 children, or children, 40 employees, and we separated on some groups. And after some period, one or some groups give from us trip, for example, trip, путевку, trip, нет?
No, it's like a ticket. This a trip ticket.
Trip ticket to not Turkey or our south. For example, we have a perfect турбаза.
Resort camp.
Adult camp.
Course instruction of administrators, and other instructions and regulations. And when we not perform some order but develop our own products, of course we use Kanban board and Scrum meetings every day, and we make features, and of course we concentrate on functionality of our products but not on the document.
Thank you very much. So, may I ask you a question? Going back to feedbacks. Actually, while you were presenting your speech, I understood part of the information about feedbacks that you get information from your employees about their work, yes? Do you do it only through HR department, or you do it in any other ways as well?
No, of course. When I tell about this, I mean that in our company there are two methods. First, written, and this function of HR, and the second and the main is my own function, because I try to speak about not only working issues, but the private issues, from weather to houses and health of their children. And no, it's really interesting. So I'm not acting at this moment. And of course, I try to deliver, to get from him many, maybe some problems, and maybe some
doubts.
The doubts about maybe the client, maybe some miscommunications, maybe some hard tasks and others.
Okay, thank you. So we lost Denise, I don't know why. But in any case, Boris, Sergey Luminitsa, do you have any other questions?
Oh, thank you.
Sergey?
I have more questions, a lot of questions.
Okay, so when you present your speech, you can take a very close to Boris's topic speech, and we'll continue speaking about that. Okay, so Boris, one more question, not about the idea of your speech, but in general, how did you feel speaking for, I think, about 7-8 minutes in English without interruption, without anything, just presenting the information?
What would be my feeling? What were my feelings?
Yes. What did you feel when you were speaking?
I feel maybe a bit easier than I thought, because I thought that I can't just speak because I have finished this text just some hours ago, and I thought that I will have so many mistakes with the ideas, with the step-by-step the ideas, with connection the ideas, but in reality it wouldn't so complicated.
I hope it was interesting for you, first of all.
It's interesting experience, of course,
Mm-hmm.
because from school to university, you just read,
And say one or two
just
sentences.
or just learn by heart.
Oh, yeah, this is my favorite, to learn something by heart. Okay, so thank you very much for your information. And I would also like to say thank you to all the participants, because everybody was really active today. And Denise, hello.
Excuse me.
No problem, we are finishing. This is internet, this is Zoom, different things happen and we have no explanations for them. But next Tuesday, we are going to have as a speaker Denise, yes?
Tuesday, no.
Sorry, this is my confusion. Luminitsa, and Luminitsa, which topic will you present to us?
Health and business.
Oh, as Luminitsa is a doctor, so she will give us a lot of interesting, I think, information on how to connect and how to compilate these two spheres. Well, so
did you check my topic, Elena?
Sorry?
Did you check my topic?
Yes, sure, absolutely.
Oh, toxic employee, yes?
Yes, toxic employee. So this is your topic. You are going to present it on Thursday, right?
I will try to do that.
You will do it, I know. Okay, so Sergey, I will give you all the information and you will also have to choose the topic, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No, okay.
Thank you very much for a very interesting meeting, especially for you, Boris. Really lots of great ideas. And I wish all of you to have a great weekend, interesting, and see you next week.
Thank you. Bye
Okay,
bye.
See you next week,
Thank
Elena.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, friends. See you on
Bye-bye.
Thursday, and Tuesday.